Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's October 5th, 2024, and it is World Card Making Day. Cards have been around for a long time. They can be traced back to the ancient Chinese who sent cards for New Year's, or even to the ancient Egyptians who used to send cards on papyrus scrolls. We have many options these days. Of course, the card making industry is large. You can buy a card, you can send an e-card these days, but the art of making a handmade card is still special. When someone gets a card that another person has taken the time to make themselves, it just brings more of a feeling of being cared for and loved. So today is World Card Making Day. So take the time to make someone a card. You know, making cards is a way you do something special for somebody. It reminds me of a story in the Bible. This story in the Bible is about a woman named Dorcas, or Tabitha. It's in Acts chapter 9, verses 36 to 41. It's very short. I'm going to read it to you. Now there was at Joppa a certain disciple named Tabitha, which by interpretation is called Dorcas. This woman was full of good works and alms deeds which she did. And it came to pass in those days that she was sick and died, whom when they had washed they laid her in an upper chamber. And forasmuch as Lydia was nigh to Joppa, and the disciples had heard that Peter was there, they sent unto him 2 men, desiring him that he would not delay to come to them. Then Peter arose and went with them. When he was come, they brought him into the upper chamber, and all the widows stood by him weeping, and showing the coats and garments which Dorcas made, while she was with them. But Peter put them all forth, and kneeled down and prayed, and turning him to the body said, Tabitha, arise. And she opened her eyes, and when she saw Peter, she sat up. When he gave her his hand and lifted her up, and when he had called the saints and widows, presented her alive. This woman had been sort of a quiet saint. She had went about making clothes, especially it looks like for the widows. Her good works, her acts of charity, her little things that she did while she was alive, maybe she didn't even think they were significant, but they made such a difference that the mourners called for Peter, and Peter raised her from the dead. So I'm sure she did many, many more good works. Today, as you celebrate World Card Making Day, think of someone who maybe needs a lift today, someone you could encourage with a card. Get out your supplies, your pens, your paper, your construction paper your kids have, your computer, whatever you use to make a card. Make a card for somebody and send it to them. Lift someone's spirit today on World Card Making Day. See you later.